Good evening, Constantino. Good
Good
evening,
evening, teacher.
and good evening, Marlon. So, how are you, Marlon?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Good.
I fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Good. Thanks for asking. How was your weekend?
It was very workily,
Busy.
busy.
Okay. Do you work on the weekend?
No, only in some meetings about the job.
Okay, in some meetings.
Yes.
Good. Good. Thank you, Marlon. And Constantino, what about you? How was your weekend?
With a lot of work.
Both days, Saturday and Sunday, or only on Saturday?
Both days,
Oh,
Saturday and Sunday.
oh, and because today is 15th, so that's probably why you were busy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What about Edwin? How was your weekend, Edwin?
Hi, teacher. My weekend was very good. I had to work on Saturday, but I am resting on Sunday.
Good. So Sunday is your day off.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday are my day off, but I have to work for one of my day off.
Okay, good. Is that a Peruvian flag, Edwin?
Yes, it's the Peru.
Okay. Are you from Peru?
Yeah, I living in Peru for 2 years.
Good, good. Nice. Okay, and we also have Francisco. Good evening, Francisco, but I guess he has problem with connection. Yeah, he does. He has problem to be online. Well, we are going to see it probably later. Okay, before starting, do you watch a video, Edwin? Well, the two videos that I sent. Do you watch them?
Now, teacher, I know, can't watch the video.
I couldn't.
Sorry,
I couldn't watch it.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't watch the video.
Why? Well, I know that you worked on Saturday, but Sunday?
Yeah, on Sunday, I don't, ¿cómo? No estuve.
I wasn't.
I, ¿cómo? No escuché.
I wasn't
I wasn't on my house.
in my house.
In my house, I went to visit my family. So far from my house.
Hmm. Let's see another person.
Yeah,
Constantino, do you watch the videos?
Yes, teacher. I watched the videos.
Both or only one?
But
Okay, good, Constantine. Marlon, do you watch the videos?
No, I didn't watch the video.
Why, Marlon? I know that you worked, but probably after work.
Yeah, yes, I had some meetings in work sometimes.
Okay, let's ask Francisco. Maybe he watched those videos. Good evening, Francisco. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. How are you? I am fine. And
Good.
you?
Thanks for asking. Francisco, do you watch the two videos that I sent to the group?
I see almost the medium of the video, but I don't really find out the video.
Okay, so you watched
But
half of the video.
yeah, I watch the middle of the video.
Okay, half of the video. Good. So
Yeah, it's about
that was my next question.
okay, okay, no problem. Don't worry. Ask me a question.
No, it's okay. Answer it.
Okay,
You
it's
answer.
about simple past, that irregular verbs that we we need
Was
to
it
remember all
was
the irregular verbs.
okay? Was it only simple past?
No, it's past progressive. I guess
Okay, good. Past participle. Past participle.
past participle. Okay,
Good.
okay.
Okay. So Constantino, what was the difference between one video and the other one?
The first video is uh, right on board. In the second video is sign the bear.
Okay, so in the first part, it's more like explained how
Yeah, yeah.
the verbs and like that. In the second one, it was a song.
The second is more confused because I don't listen very well.
Yeah, the thing is that he was rapping. He was rapping the
Yeah,
verbs. So that was basically just to hear pronunciation and for you to try to understand that you have similar verbs in pronunciation
yeah,
or structure.
mm,
Good.
yeah.
Roberto, good evening.
Well, teacher,
Do you watch a
how
video?
are you? Yes, I was watching.
Good. Oh,
I'm
yeah. I
practicing.
guess you were the one who said that they were good videos.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Do you sing?
yes, very funny.
Do you sing?
Yes, I was watching and I was
Singing at the
practicing.
same time?
Yes,
Good, good. So
are good.
that was
Both are
indeed,
good.
that was indeed good. Okay, so we are going to start with the attendance right now. I'm going to show you the screen, then you say present when you hear your name. First person, Felix. Well, he's working, he said. Josue,
Present.
Eric, here. Marlon,
Present.
Adolfo, here right now. Nancy, here right now. Omar is not here right now. David, David. Well, he's not here right now either. Francisco Gaitan, here. Constantino,
Present.
Nani,
Present.
Edwin Mendez,
Present, teacher.
Manuel is not here. Juan,
Present, teacher.
Lisette is not here. Francisco, Spire,
Sure.
and Roberto Zuniga.
Person.
So you are the only ones that are right now. Good. So let's see. Stanley. Stanley told me last time that he couldn't access Schoology. Yes. And the reason was because he couldn't access with the, let's say, the password that he had and the user that he had. So something appeared like on the screen saying that he wasn't allowed to enter and like that. So Stanley told me that he would text tech support just to get some help and fix the problem. Now I ask you, Stanley, have you received the information that you needed?
No, not yet. At this time, I don't receive a email.
You haven't received an email?
No.
Okay, good. Have you tried to close it from all devices that you use? For example, if you have a computer, you close the application in that computer, and if you're using your phone, you close the application there too. Have you tried that?
Yes, I'm trying all the options, but I can access.
Okay, so that's a big problem. If you
Yes, a big problem.
you see, what I'm asking Stanley is about something that happened to him in the past. Yes, and I'm asking him, have you tried this, and this? And then he said, yes, I have tried, but it doesn't work. I can't enter. Good. Or have you received any information? And then he said, no, I haven't received yet. Good. So we are going to talk about that today. And I'm going to share the screen so that David can read the objective for today, David. So it says, I will be able to, and now you tell us what you will be able to do on the top. Is David there? David. David. Well, Juan, can you read the objective, please?
Oh, hello, teacher.
Oh, there he is. So, David, can you read the objective, please? I will be able to.
I will be able to express a problem regarding equipment.
Okay, repeat the pronunciation. It is regarding.
Regarding.
Okay, good. So, that's what you're going to do today. You will express a problem regarding equipment. And
Regarding.
I was asking Stanley a question regarding to equipment. It was more like an application, but it applies also. So let's see, Omar, how often do you have problems with your computer? Omar, how often do you have problems with your computer? I'm
I
just
can hear you very well, teacher.
no, I'm just asking you. How often do you have problems with your computer? Well, I guess right now you're having a problem. So, Omar, I'm asking you, I'm just asking you, how often do you have problems with your computer, Omar? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, I can
Yes,
hear you, teacher.
yes,
Okay, so I don't know why Omar doesn't answer. Omar, can you hear me? Omar Crespin? Oh, he's texting. Let's see. Oh, he says that he can hear pretty well. Okay, so I will ask another person. Juan, how often do you have problems with your computer? Juan Ramirez, how often do you have problems with your computer?
Uh, Sometimes,
Sometimes. Okay. Do you use a computer at work?
yes, I
Okay,
have the computer in my work.
good. Now, who is in charge of checking on your computer when there is a problem? Who is in charge of checking your computer when there is a problem? Juan?
I translated.
No, don't translate it. Just think about it. Who is the responsible of checking your computer when your computer has a problem? Who is the person that checks the computer when your computer has a problem?
Uh, the technician in the center.
Oh, a technician. And in which department do you have a technician?
Yes,
In which department can you find a technician?
uh, department is uh,
Is it accounting department?
Servidec. Servidec.
No, but in the company, inside the company.
Yes, yes, department is uh,
Yes, teacher, that is the name of the department, service desk.
Really? So it's not the
Yes.
service.
it's not the same IT department.
No, IT do other things.
Really? Okay, because in some companies IT fix computers too. People in IT
They don't do that. They don't do that.
okay, they only check systems and things like that. Okay, and applications that you use in the iPad? Maybe. Good. So there is another department that is in charge of checking your computers, and that is interesting to know. Now, Adolfo, when you are using your iPad, because I know that you use an iPad at work, and the applications don't work, who is in charge of checking on your iPads?
The 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 charge out is IT department.
Huh.
They check when the iPad have a problem. Maybe the problem is the iPad doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi, or the application close suddenly for anything, or maybe we check maybe reference or
Mhm.
anyone.
Okay, good. And have you ever asked for help? Have you ever asked for help to fix your iPad?
Well, the maybe 2 weeks ago, the application doesn't connect to Wi-Fi in all hangar number 6, and call for help for IT department.
So you said that it didn't connect.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So here we have a similar situation, but this is related to a computer. So here we have a conversation between Luke and George. We are going to hear Stanley is going to be Luke and Edwin is going to be George. So let's listen to them.
What What's wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, Luke. Well, I don't know. I have checked it everywhere and it won't turn on.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. We have not verified the rest of the computer. Anna has had the same problem with her equipment.
Yeah, I heard that. Has has the maintenance team replaced the batteries?
No, they haven't. My boss sent a memo every week,
I see.
every week.
I see. By the way, the technician is coming.
Great. I hope he can fix the problem.
Good, thank you. So as you can see over there, the pronunciation for the ed is important too. So it says I have checked, 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 not checked. It is checked, and then you say I have checked it. I have checked it, because you have t at the end of checked, and then you have it. So I have checked it everywhere, and it won't turn on. Good. Same thing happened in the next question. Have you checked all? Have you checked all? Have you checked all? Toll. Have you checked all the cables? Yes, and like that. Good. Now, questions about this conversation?
What is by the way?
By the way, is an expression that you use when you want to add more information. For example, let's say that you see you see Nancy walking on the street, but you don't know Nancy. You don't know her. So you want to know what time, I don't know, the bus passes by the bus stop where you are at. So you ask her, "Good morning, excuse me, do you know what time the bus comes?" And then she tells you, "Oh, it comes at 7 a.m." And then say, "Okay, thank you. By the way, my name is Joshua." Yes, by the way, my name is Joshua. So you can use it when you want to add information, probably because you forgot to say something before. Yes, in this case, you had to say your name at the beginning, and now you're saying it at the end. So you say, "By the way, my name is Joshua." Yes, or
Okay.
Uh,
you can
well,
you can tell a,
for in Spanish,
sorry, or you can say, for example.
what is this? What is the expression on Spanish for this?
But the thing is,
By the way,
that I need that you get it in English. The thing is that I need that you get it in English. Then if you get it and you say it in Spanish, no problem. But I want that you get it in English. So let's say I will give you another example. I can give you two, three examples, but I want that you understand it in English because I don't want that you keep speaking in Spanish in class. So even the meaning of the words, they have to be understood in English. So let's see, Adolfo. So you ask Adolfo, "Hey Adolfo, what happened with your last computer?" And then Adolfo said, "Oh, it got damaged. And now I don't have any computer, but I want to buy one." And then say, "Yeah, it's a good idea. By the way, I have one computer that I am selling. Do you want to buy it?" So that's another example. I will give you a third one just to make sure that you really understood the reference. So another one is David works with Nancy. They work at the same place, they work at the same office. So David asks Nancy, "Hi Nancy, uh, we have a meeting today, and our boss is going to ask us about the documents that we needed for this meeting. So do you have them ready?" And then she says, "Yes, I always have things ready." And then David said, "Okay, good. By the way, did you send me those documents on an email?" No. Do you get it, Edwin?
yeah, it's like, oh, por cierto,
Oh, so you
eh,
got it.
add the other information.
Exactly. So you say, "By the way," and then you add information. Good. Another question? No? No. Good. Okay, now we are going to have another pair reading this. Let's listen to Joshua. Joshua is going to be George, and Juan Ramirez is going to be Luke. So let's listen to them.
What's wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, Luke. Well, I don't know. I have checked it everywhere, and I want to run.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. We have not verified the rest of the computers. Anna has the same problem with the equipment.
Yeah, I heard that has the maintenance team replaced the batteries?
No, they haven't. My boss sends them a memo every week.
I see. By the way, the technician is coming.
Great. I hope he can fix this problem.
Good, good. Just a pronunciation again. The pronunciation is not checked, but it is checked. Yes, so that is in the past, checked. Good. Now next one, Roberto Zuniga is going to be Luke, and Omar is going to be George.
What's wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, look. Well, I don't know. Have checked. It's checked everywhere and it won't run.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged? Do you listen?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. Have not verified the rest of the computers. Anna has had the same problem with her equipment.
Yeah, I heard that. Has the maintenance team replaced the batteries?
No, they haven't. My boss sent them a memo every week.
I see, by the way, the technician is coming.
Great. I hope he can fix this problem.
Good, good, thank you. Now I just want to make sure something is clear over here. First person will be Nancy. Nancy, how do you pronounce this verb?
Check.
Okay, because it is in the present, right? So you say check. The last sound that you produce is the K, check. Now, how do you pronounce this one? Nancy?
Check.
Repeat it.
Checked.
Checked. So the last sound is a T. You say checked. You don't say check it. You don't say check it. You don't say checked. You say checked. How can you know how to pronounce it? Because the last sound that you're producing, like the K, doesn't have vibration. So you say check. No vibration. So pronounce the ED like a T. Checked. Similar to fix. Fix. No vibration. Fixed. Yes. So same thing is going to happen here. You say checked. Now, why is it important to pronounce it? You don't have to exaggerate. Sometimes I do it because I know that you want to hear how the sound is produced and like that. So that's the way I pronounce it because you have to understand it. But the reason why it is important is next. Roberto Zuniga. How do you pronounce this?
Check it.
Come again?
Check it. Check it.
Okay, now try
Check
to
it.
keep the sound because if you say check it, you have two words. Check it.
Yeah.
Now you have two words, but when you speak, you join or you connect or you link the sounds. So try to connect them.
Yes. Check it.
Check it. Check it.
Yeah.
So in this case,
When check it.
check it. So you say check it because you have K. It's a consonant and the next letter is a vowel. So there you link the sound and then you say check it. Yes, check it. Now what happens with this? David, how do you pronounce this?
Check it.
No, because the pronunciation of the past is not check it. You pronounce
Checked it. Check it.
okay, but if you say checked it, You're pronouncing two words and they are too far. Checked it, and now you want to join the two sounds. How do you say it?
Check it, check it, check it, check it.
Now, because check it is a present. Check it, present. Now, past.
Checked.
Okay, that is only the
Check.
verb. Now, it, try to link the sound tit at the end.
Check it, it.
Use the T next to it. Put the letter T next to it, and that's it.
Check it, it.
No, no, the T before it, not after it.
Check it, it.
Oh, you will pronounce it like this. You pronounce it like this. Repeat it.
Check it.
No, David, as it is.
Checked. Check it.
No.
Checked it.
But quickly, checked it.
Checked it. Checked it.
Okay, so that is the past. I checked it. I checked it.
I checked it.
And then
Checked it.
past,
Checked it.
you say I check it, present. I checked it, past. So that's why the pronunciation of the ed is important, because if you don't pronounce it correctly, someone can understand that you have a problem, probably in the present, because you're saying I check it every day, or I check it. So when you say I check it, it means that you do it very often. So pronounce the ed correctly. So let's see if you got this point. We will have Marlon is going to be Luke, and Francisco Spire is going to be George. Let's listen to them.
What's wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, Luke.
Computer, George.
Well, I don't know. I have checked it everywhere and it won't turn on.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. We have not verified the rest of the computers. Anna has had the same problem with her equipment.
Yeah, I heard that. Has the maintenance team replaced the batteries?
No, they haven't. My boss sends them a memo every week.
I see. By the way, the technician is coming.
Great. I hope he can fix this problem.
Okay, now you will repeat it. And the reason is because I was telling you that you have to link the sound. So let's see what you have to do. Here we said that this sound will be like a T. Yes? So link the T sound with the next word next to it because you have a vowel. Don't stop. Just say checked it, checked all the cables, checked all the cables are plugged. This one is a D. The pronunciation will be like a D, like if you don't have the letter E. Yes? So repeat it. Again, Francisco.
Okay. What can I repeat? All the conversation or only the code?
All the conversation.
Okay.
What's wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, Luke. Well, I don't know. I have checked it everywhere and I don't want to know.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. We have not verified the rest of the computers. Anna has had the same problem with her equipment.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, okay, let's stop over there. Remember, the pronunciation is like a T, so you say checked, checked, checked. So checked it everywhere. Then checked all the cables. Have you checked all the cables? Have you checked all? Have you checked all the cables are plugged? Yes. The technician has checked it. The technician has it, checked it, checked it. The technician has checked it too. So once again,
Uh, what's the wrong with the computer, George?
Hello, Luke. Well, I don't know. I have check it everywhere, and I don't know.
That's too bad. How about the connection? Have you checked all the cables are plugged?
Yes, I have. And Mario, the technician, has checked it too. We have not verified the rest of the computers. Hannah has had the same problem with her equipment.
Yeah, I heard that. Has the maintenance teams replaced the batteries?
No, they haven't. My boss sends the memo every week.
I see, by the way, the technician is coming.
Great. I hope he can fix the problem.
good. Okay, now let's see number one. I asked you to connect the sounds, to link the sounds. So the letter T that you produce over here, because you say checked, so you pronounce it like a T and then you say tit. So imagine that you have only tit. So you say checked it, checked it, checked it, checked it. I checked it, I checked it, I checked it. Same thing is going to happen here. Checked all. So say check and then you say toll, checked all, checked all, checked all, checked all cables. Cables are plugged. Plugged, that means connected. So just try to practice a little bit because the way that you get it is with practice. Good. So next person, Constantino. You have to circle the correct words to complete the statements to compare the use of have and has. So we are going to compare your answers verbally. Constantino, number one.
How they check the system.
Have they checked the system? Do you have the same opinion, Adolfo? Or has?
Maybe has they checked the system because checked is in past.
Checked is the past or checked?
That's checked.
Checked.
Checked is in past.
Okay, so Constantino is saying have and Adolfo is saying has. Juan, what do you think? Juan Ramirez, what do you think? Is it have or has?
Have, teacher, have. Have they?
Perfect. And the answer is have. We are going to see in some minutes why have and not has. Good. Next one. Stanley. Mary. Stanley?
Mary has had the same problem with computers.
Okay, so we are going to compare your answer with Edwin's answer. What do you think, Edwin?
I think the same. It has.
Okay, and the answer is has. Exactly has. Good. Last one, Francisco. Or Buzz. Francisco, Spire.
Send.
Has sent.
Our boss sent a letter to the IT department.
Has sent or has sent?
Has sent a letter with
Okay,
T.
with T. Sent with T.
Yes.
Good. And let's see, Joshua, do you have the same opinion or different opinion?
The same opinion.
Perfect. And the answer is correct. You have to say our boss has sent a letter to the IT department. Has sent a letter, sent a letter, sent a letter to the IT department. Good. So now we are going to say why you said have and why you said has and why you were using the past as Adolfo said. Well, this is not simple past. This is called present perfect. And we use the present perfect to talk about actions that probably have finished in the past, but we don't say when the action's finished. Or probably the action has not finished yet. It means that this action started one day in the past, but maybe the action has not finished. Not yet, but maybe tomorrow. So let's see some examples. If you really want to express an idea, if you want to give a sentence as an example, so then you have to use first. Marlon, can you read the structure, please?
Use present perfect to talk about unfinished actions or states or habits that started in the past and continue to the present. Use the verbs in the participle form and auxiliary for third person singular, he, she, it.
What would be the auxiliary for he, she, and it? In that case, Marlon?
Has.
Perfect. Has for third person singular. Continue.
Mm-hmm. And we use have for the rest of the pronouns.
Thank you. So this is the answer for Adolfo's question. He was saying, no, I think that it has because this, and this. No, this is not simple past. This is present perfect. And the structure is that you will use have and has. Has is going to be for he, she, and it, and have for I, we, you, and they. What is the next thing that you have to use? You have to use the verb in the past participle. And what is the past participle? If you watch the videos that I sent on the weekend that I asked you to watch, you have to remember that we had three columns in the list of verbs. The first column is in the present, the second column is in the past, and the third column is in the past participle. Yes? So that's a past participle. It's a verb that you used to express the present perfect. And the present perfect, you use it, as we mentioned before, when you talk about an action that may be finished in the past, but we don't say when the action happened. We only want to express that that situation happened one day, but we don't want to say when. Maybe because we don't know, maybe because it is not important, maybe because it is irrelevant, or maybe because you don't really want to say. Yes? And something easy for the past participle is that if the verb is regular, it is the same in the simple past and the same thing in the past participle. When the verb is regular, it means when the verb has ed. It is the same in the simple past and the same in the past participle. You write it the same, you pronounce it the same, it is the same verb. But if it is irregular, so in irregular verbs, then you have to use a different way because you're not going to use ed. For example, David, you told me that you watched the videos on the weekend. So if I say take, for example, David, what is the simple past?
Took.
Perfect. And what is the past participle, David?
Took.
No, took is a simple past.
Taken.
Taken.
Perfect. It is taken. Yeah, so you say take, took, taken. Oh, so taken is the past participle of the verb take. Yes, and the reason is because take is an irregular verb. And if they are irregular, they have a past participle that is different. Not all of them, because if you say the verb buy, for example, Joshua, buy is the present. What is the past?
Bought.
Perfect. And what is the past participle?
Bought.
Good. It is the same thing. Buy in the present, but is the past, but is the past participle. And why do you have take, took, taken? Well, as you know, they are irregular verbs. So some of them are going to change. Some of them are going to be the same in the simple past and the past participle. Yes? And we have the structure. Adolfo, can you read the structure, please? Subject plus.
Okay. Structure, subject plus auxiliary have, has, plus verb participle, plus complement.
Perfect. So, same thing that we were saying. You always use the auxiliary and the verb in the past participle together. So, subject plus auxiliary, have or has, plus the verb in the past participle, plus the complement. And we have some examples. So, let's see, the first person is going to be Roberto Zuniga. Can you read the first example, please?
I have checked the reports.
Perfect. Now I ask you, Roberto Zuniga, when? Imagine that this is real and you say, I have checked the reports. And then I ask you, when? Do you have the.
And maybe I start in the morning. Right now I am checking at the moment too because I have checking. I start well.
I have checked. I have
Yes, but
the reports.
it's an action with at the moment it's not
It's
finished.
not an action at the moment. It's not an action at the moment. This
Okay.
is for an action that started in the past and finished in the past in a non-specific period of time.
Okay.
Or for an action that started in the past but has not finished. But it doesn't mean that it's in progress right now. Mm-mm. The action has not finished, but maybe you can say something like, imagine that you have, I don't know, migraine. So when people have migraine, I know that some of you have because last week you sent me a message asking for permission just because you had a headache. So that is migraine. So you can tell me, oh, teacher, I have suffered, I have suffered migraine all my life. Is the action finished? No, the action has not finished. Is the action in progress? No, it's not in progress. It's not right now. But the action has not finished. It can happen one of these days, but we don't know when. Yes? Or you can tell me another example. Uh, you have a new cell phone, but this weekend you were trying to get it just to make a call, and then you couldn't find your cell phone. And then I say, hey, Roberto, do you watch the videos that I sent to the WhatsApp group? And then say, oh, no, sorry, I couldn't. And then I say, why? Oh, because I bought a new cell phone and that was on Saturday, but I have lost it. I have lost my cell phone. I don't know where my cell phone is. I have lost my cell phone. Yes? So the action started in the past and the action has not finished because probably you have it in your bedroom. Or maybe you left it at work. So the action has not finished. But when you really know that it's not in your room, it's not at work, so then you say, I lost my cell phone. I lost my cell phone. Now you are sure that you lost it. I have lost, the action has not finished. Maybe I can find it tomorrow at work. Yes? So this is the way that you express it. It's not an action that is in progress right now. So let's see the second example. Roberto, can you read it? They?
She has explained her situation.
Okay, so you read the next one. She has explained her situation. She has explained her situation. When? We don't know. She did it one day, but she's not saying when the action happened. Yes? Now let's see the other one. Omar, can you read it, please? They.
They have not replaced the battery.
Perfect. They have not replaced the battery. Or instead of saying have not, you can use the contraction, especially when you're speaking. You can use this contraction. Can you read it with the contraction, Omar?
They haven't replaced the battery.
Perfect. So this is the way that you do it, by using the contraction have not, haven't. Good. Now let's see the other one. Nancy, the team.
The team has not had that kind of problem.
Good. If you don't want to say has not, you can use the contraction, and the contraction will be hasn't. So can you say it, Nancy?
The team hasn't had that kind of problem.
Perfect. And here you are talking about one team. You're talking about the team. You're not talking about people. You're talking about a team, and the team is singular. So you say has, because it is similar to say it. So the team has not had, or the team hasn't had. And if it is negative, remember to use not after the auxiliary. Have not, or the contraction haven't. Has not, or the contraction hasn't. Now, just to give you a couple of examples on my own. I can tell you, for example, or some of you can say, I have bought, let's see, Edwin, have you ever bought at Genesis Mall?
Excuse me, teacher.
Have you ever bought at Genesis Mall?
No,
Never.
never.
Let's see, Stanley, have you ever bought at Genesis?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. So Stanley can say, yes, I have bought at Genesis, and if you want to say mall, mall, because the mall is on from Cal del Norte. So yes, I have bought at Genesis. Is Stanley saying when the action happened? No, right? Oh, so this is the difference between the simple past and the present perfect. If the action finished, you don't say when the action happened. Now, David, did you buy at Genesis last year? Did you buy at Genesis last year?
Um, yes, I bought
Mm-hmm.
in Genesis Mall.
Mm-hmm.
It's correct. Yes, I bought.
Yes, I bought. But continue. I bought at Genesis Mall, and then
Last year. Last year.
okay, perfect. So that is the information that you were missing. I bought at
Okay.
Genesis last year. What is he using? Simple past. Why? Because he's saying when the action happened. And in the case of Stanley, oh, I have bought at Hennessy's. When? He's not giving information. Why? Maybe because it is irrelevant. Maybe because he doesn't remember about it. He's just saying that he has done that activity. Yes? Another example. I have fallen. Let me type it so that you can see it. I have fallen off a bike. I have fallen off a bike. And this is real. I have fallen from a bike. Or I have, in other words, I have been touching the ground while I was riding a bicycle. But I'm telling you, I have fallen off a bike. When? I'm not telling you when. This situation happened one day in my life. If I tell you a period of time when the action happened, and in that case, you have to use simple past. For example, I fell off a bike when I was 6. Yes, when I was 6 years old, I fell off a bike. Yes, and I got a bruise over here, and then I got I don't know, like a hurt over here. I destroyed my bike, so I fell off a bike when I was 7. I'm telling you when the action happened. But if I'm just telling you I have fallen off a bike, I'm not giving you information about when the action happened. And that's the difference. This is when something happened in the past, started in the past, and finished in the past, but we don't want to say when. And that's it. We only want to tell that we had that experience, but not when. Is it clear? Or you need more examples? You can tell me right now.
More example, teacher.
More examples. Okay, I can ask David. Um, what have you eaten? What have you eaten since last Monday? What have you eaten since last Monday? What have you eaten?
Eating. Mm-hmm.
Eaten?
Mm-hmm. Mm, Eight is correct.
I don't know. Will you tell me when you did it? Because if you
Uh,
will tell me when, you can use the past. But if
uh-huh.
you are not going to tell me when, you can't use the simple past. You use the present perfect.
Okay. And for the the simple present is the
It's not simple present, present perfect.
sorry present perfect is uh I haven't.
Yes.
Mm. In the verb is
Of course.
as uh, it only past only verb and past.
Only the verb in the past, exactly.
Okay, and I ate pupusas. So, for example,
It's not correct because you didn't tell me when.
uh,
If you don't want to tell me when, or if you don't remember when the action happened, then you have to use present perfect.
mm,
That's why my question was, what have you eaten
But
since last Monday up to this moment? The action started one day in the past, but up to this point in the present. What have you eaten?
I wait. I have but I don't in this moment I don't understand. But the for the
What do
for
you?
the present participle it haven't.
Okay, listen. There are two things.
Mhm.
This is simple
They
present.
haven't
Simple present.
eaten. They haven't eaten.
Hold on.
Okay.
Simple present is for routines. Is what you describe like a routine. I take a shower every day. I go to work at 7 a.m. I finish work at 5 p.m. This is simple present. This is routine.
Mhm.
But the topic that we have today is called present perfect.
Mhm.
Yes, and this is different. And why do you call it present perfect? That is the name. It's not indicating a routine.
Mhm.
No. Yes, it's just indicating that an action started in the past. Maybe the action finished in the past, but you are not saying when, or maybe the action continues. Simple and easy.
Mm.
You have done that action, but you're not saying when. Yes, and the present perfect is composed of two things: the auxiliary have and the past participle of the verb. The auxiliary have and the past participle of the verb. So the past participle and the auxiliary have, they make the present perfect.
Okay.
So now how do you say it? I'm asking you, what have you eaten since Monday? What have you eaten since last Monday up to this moment? What have you eaten?
I haven't eaten
You haven't.
pupusas.
You haven't or you have?
You haven't. I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't eating,
Eat,
eating,
eaten
eating
pupusas.
uh, pupusas from last Monday.
You haven't eaten pupusas.
Yeah.
Okay, could be. Now, what have you eaten? What have you eaten? Hold on.
It's correct.
Can you repeat it?
I have eaten chicken from last Monday.
Since. Since last Monday.
Since last Monday.
Since last Monday up to this Monday, you have eaten chicken. Good. David is not saying when. He's only saying that he has done it. Good. Now another example. Nancy. I see Nancy, and Nancy is wet. Her hair is wet. Her hair is wet. So then I ask Nancy, Nancy, have you taken a shower? Have you taken a shower? I'm not going to ask her, did you take a shower? Have you taken a shower? Because I'm not telling you when. So have you taken a shower because you are wet? Now how do you answer, Nancy?
No, I haven't taken a shower.
Okay, no, I haven't taken a shower yet.
No, I haven't taken.
Now Juan Ramirez. Uh, Juan
No, I
Ramirez
have.
Juan Ramirez knows that he has a lot of activities in Schoology that he has to complete. So I asked Juan Ramirez, Have you completed all the activities in the school, G?
Yes, I have complete,
Completed.
completed the activity in
Good.
the school.
Good. Is Juan telling me when he completed the activities? No, right?
When?
He's not saying when.
Oh,
Mhm.
He's not saying yesterday, he's not saying last week, he's not saying last month. He's just saying that he has done the activities, but he's not saying when. And what happens if he says when? If he says yesterday, last week, last month, he is saying when the action happened. So if he says yesterday, last week, last month, he has to use simple past because he is specifying the date when the action happened.
Mm.
But with the present perfect, you don't say when. Yes?
Yes.
So that's a difference, David. Now let's see. First person to complete the first exercise is going to be Roberto. So Roberto, can you read the first one? You have write affirmative and negative sentences using the prompts. And you have Mario change the fuse. Now, how do you complete the sentence using Mario change and the fuse in the present perfect?
Mario has changed. Mario has changed the fuse. Mario has not changed the fuse.
Perfect. So it could be positive or negative. If it is positive, Roberto said, Mario has changed the fuse. And Roberto also said in negative, Mario hasn't changed the fuse. So in positive is has changed, in negative hasn't changed. Mario has changed the fuse, Mario hasn't changed the fuse would be the negative form. Yes? Let's see the second one. This is gonna be for David because he needs to practice. David, number two. The production and then in negative, not stop.
The production has not shop.
Now the verb is stop, not shop. Stop.
Sorry. The production has not shop.
You're saying shop, David, and it is stop.
Stop. The
Okay.
production has not stopped.
And in the past participle, the verb stop.
Purpose. Stop it.
Now with T at the end.
Stopped.
Good. So now repeat it. And try to use the contraction. Has not, try to use the contraction.
Okay. The production has has not shopped.
That's better with the contraction. Hasn't.
Hasn't. Yeah. The production hasn't stopped.
Good. For example, we have the virus around El Salvador. Yes. But the production hasn't stopped. The production
Mhm.
continues.
Yeah.
Yes. Next one, Stanley, number three. Our team, then you have fix, and then you have the equipment.
Our team have fixed the equipment.
Our team has fixed. Has fixed. Good. So that would be in positive. If it is negative, Stanley,
Our team hasn't fixed the equipment.
hasn't fixed. Perfect. So I need that you complete number four, number five, and number six on your notebooks. So write down the answers, and in 3 minutes, I will ask you about them. So I will give you just those 3 minutes for you to complete number four, five, and six. All right, let's check the answers. Adolfo, number 4. It says Jenny not plug the cords.
Jenny haven't plugged the cord.
Jenny haven't or Jenny hasn't?
Jenny
Is Jenny singular or plural?
is singular.
So you say has because Jenny is she.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Jenny hasn't plugged the cord.
Good. Jenny hasn't plugged the cords. Good. Joshua, number 5. You say the secretary make enough copies.
The secretary has made enough copies.
Perfect. The secretary has made enough copies. If it is negative, Joshua?
The secretary haven't made enough copy.
Haven't or hasn't?
Hasn't, sorry.
Good. The secretary hasn't made. Good, Joshua. Next one, Constantino, the technician. The technician
The, the technician has checked the connection
check
connector.
check it or checked?
Check the connector.
Okay, repeat it.
The technician has checked the connector.
Okay, good. So that's a way that you do it. You use have or has if it is positive, and if it is negative, you say have not or the contraction haven't, has not or the contraction hasn't.
Teacher,
So
I have the question.
good. What's your question?
For example, in the field exercise, why is the auxiliaries has and no have?
Where?
Or team.
Okay, good question. If I say team, is it singular, one, or plural, more than one team?
Singular,
Okay,
because it's only one team.
that is the answer. So it is singular because it is only one team. Obviously, the people that you have inside the team is plural, but the word team is
Okay.
singular. It's like if you say family, your family is a group, and you say family, my family is big. Why my family is big? Because you are talking about one family. So is. If you say two families are. Oh, so that is different, but you are talking about two families, about two groups of families. Here, you say our team. How many teams? Only one team. Similar to my family, only one family. So only one team. It is singular. If you say our teams, that means that probably we have two teams, one A and one B. Then you can use have because it is plural. But if you say one team, it's similar to say it. So you say has. Is it
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
one?
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Another one? Okay, Manuel, no problem. Manuel is going to be listening to the classes. Another one? No? No. Okay. So right now we are going to watch a video. And on this video, I need that you pay attention because you're going to do something similar. And the question is, what have you done? What have you done? So let's watch it and pay attention to it.
What have you done lately? It's Saturday morning. Andrew and Maria are doing their chores. Their mother has asked them to do that.
That has been a hard job for me to do. Mom has given me so many chores. I have to take the dog for a walk now.
I have come home.
But where have you been?
I have been to the grocery store.
Have you bought bread and oil?
Yes, I have. Have you fixed the faucet?
Yes, I fixed it finally. It seems to be working fine now.
I'm so happy to hear that. And have you also mowed the lawn?
No, I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to do it now.
Maria, have you seen Andrew?
He has just taken the dog out for a walk.
I see. Have you finished cleaning your room yet?
Yes, I have folded my clothes and I've put them away. I have made my bed and I have vacuumed the floor.
But you haven't taken out the trash.
Oh, you're right. I haven't done that yet.
And what about dusting the shelves?
I've already done that.
You've done a good job. Let me give you a hug. Oh, you have already come back, Andrew.
I've had such a busy day. Mom, you've given me too many chores.
I have given you the same chores as usual, Andrew. You haven't complained so much before. Has something happened?
I've had a busy week and I'm a little tired.
Then get some rest. You have done enough for today. I'm proud of you.
It's 5 p.m. Everybody is in the living room. The bell is ringing.
I wonder who it is. Mom, Dad, have you invited anyone over?
It's a surprise.
Their cousins have come over with their parents. Maria and Andrew are surprised to see them.
I'm so glad you finally arrived. We've missed you.
We've missed you too.
I've brought you some delicious cookies. Please help yourselves.
Thanks, Auntie.
We haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to?
We've done a lot of fun things lately. We have gone sailing in a yacht, and we visited a museum. Have you ever been on a yacht? No, we haven't, but we have been on a ship once. And guess what? I have learned to swim this week. You know, I have always wanted to be able to swim. That's so great. I'm really happy for you. What about you? What have you done lately? Well, I've participated in a singing competition this week, and I've won. Wow, congrats! You have the most beautiful voice I have ever heard. So you have finally overcome your fear of singing in front of a lot of people. That's right. I have stopped being afraid now. What about you, Bridget? You said you wanted to take violin lessons. Have you started yet? Oh yeah, I have already had 2 lessons. I love playing the violin.
And I have joined a soccer team this week. You know, I have always wanted to join a soccer team.
Yes, we know that. Your dream has finally come true.
What about you two? What are your greatest dreams?
Well, my dream is to be able to go to Egypt one day. Have you ever been there?
No, we haven't, but our parents have been to Egypt. They have seen the pyramids in the desert.
And they have ridden a camel.
They have traveled a lot and they have done many amazing things.
We have only been to Mexico and Canada so far. We've been to France, and we've seen the Eiffel Tower.
Wow, that's so cool.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website kidspages.
Okay, that was a video. Could you identify the actions over there? Do you remember some of the actions? So let's see, Stanley, tell me one.
The boys say that the family and he traveled to Paris.
Okay, so the boy and his family have traveled to Paris. Good, Stanley, good. Now, David?
And Sarah, I don't remember. It's have a played in the violin.
Sarah have or Sarah has?
Sarah have playing for the violin.
Sarah has played the violin.
Play the violin.
Good, you are right. Nancy?
The boy have taken the dog for a walk.
The boy have or has?
Has.
Can you
Has.
repeat it?
The boy has taken the dog for a walk.
Perfect. Marlon, can you tell me one of the activities they mentioned?
The mom has bought in the grocery store.
Bought.
Bought.
Perfect. Joshua? Joshua?
And I remember that the name, the gear, but one say she has participated in a concert.
She has participated or participated?
Participated.
You are right,
And
Joshua. You are right. Good. Roberto? Suniga?
I believe the dear is Hannah has won the singing competence.
Good. She has won a competence. Good. Or a competition, she said. Competition. Competence is more like ability. Good. Adolfo?
I remember he has joined the soccer team.
She has joined or he? I guess it was he. It was a boy.
He has
Joined a soccer
yeah,
team.
the boy he has joined.
Good, Adolfo. And the last one, Omar. Omar. Omar.
Sorry, teacher. What is the question?
Tell me one of the activities that people were doing on the video that they mentioned that they have done.
Okay.
Okay, think about it. Edwin?
Yeah, teacher. A girl said that she has learned to swim
Perfect.
this week. So, but I have a question
Yes.
because you say that for a period of time is simple past, and the girl said this week. but use perfect present.
Present perfect. Good
Yeah.
question, Edwin.
What's up?
Good question. Number one, the present perfect doesn't have a specific period of time. Specific. This week is not specific. Why not? Because you have different days. So you don't know when exactly. It was this week, but when? It may be this year, but when? Not exactly. If you don't have a specific date, so you can use present perfect. Because this year,
So
you don't have a specific
a
period.
lot of day.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are a lot of days. So perfect present is only
Present
for a
perfect.
specific, for
No.
example,
Pre-
day.
present perfect is not for a specific time. Not for a
Yeah, yeah. See,
simple past is for a specific time.
simple past is only for very, very specific time.
Exactly.
For a day, for 1 hour, or I don't know.
A day,
Okay,
year, month, week.
I understand right now.
Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
no problem.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Why is yet used in some question? For example, I listen when do have you finished your room yet? Or have you started yet?
Perfect. Yet is a word that you use in questions and in negative. In negative, you say not yet. For example, I can ask you, have you finished the exam yet? And then you say, no, I haven't finished yet. So that is similar to say not yet. It is for question and for negative. For positive, you say already. Yes, I have already finished. No, I haven't finished yet. So yet will be for question and negative, and already for positive. I will type it over there. Over there. So already will be for positive, and yet for question and negative, like that. So whenever you want to know if the person has already completed something, you can say, hey, have you sent the report yet? And they said, yes, I have already sent the report. Or, no, I haven't sent the report yet. Not for the moment. Yes. So, yet is for question and negative, and already for positive. Yes, Nancy?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Another one. This topic is very complex because you have different words that you can use. Tomorrow we are going to see when you talk about experience, because this is very common when you talk about experience. For example, have you ever, in one of the questions, you have that one, ever. I can ask you, for example, have you ever ridden a horse? Have you ever ridden a horse? So I want to know about your experience one day in your life, but we are not saying when. So that will be tomorrow. But up to this point, I just need that you tell me about things that you have done, but you're not saying when the actions happen. Now, Omar, do you have another one? Another action that they mentioned? Juan Ramirez?
Brothers, the climb the house, climb, clean, clean. The brothers have clean in your house,
Huh.
house.
The boy has cleaned the house. Good. And this is usually happening in your families. Sometimes, well, today I asked who was the first one to join us today. I guess it was Edwin Marlon. I don't remember who, but I asked, how are you? And then the person told me, oh, I'm tired. Then when I asked you, why are you tired? Oh, because I have worked a lot. I have fixed 3 airplanes, and I have uh, done all the activities in Schoology, and I have finished a report, and I have played soccer. You are not saying when exactly. It was today, but when exactly? Not a specific date, not a specific time. Today is, open. Yes. So you can say like that. David? Well, so if you don't have more questions about it, we are going to move on to the next activity. In this activity, you're going to work in pairs, but one of you is going to be in a group of three because Manuel will be just listening to the other two talking. So what are you going to do? Easy. You will tell your classmates, or you will greet your classmate like if you haven't seen for a long time. Yes, imagine that you haven't seen each other for a long time, maybe for about 10 or 20 years that you haven't seen your classmate. Yes, you haven't seen your classmate for a long time. So let's imagine that is Marlon, the one that I haven't seen for a long time. So I'm going to give you just an example and then you can do it in person. Hi Marlon, how are you? Long time no seeing you.
Hi, teacher.
How have you been?
I I have working in my job.
I have worked.
Worked in my job.
What other things have you done?
I have visit my family. I had travel around the world. I have study and improve my English too.
Okay, good. So I have visited my
Visited.
family. I have traveled to other countries. I have improved my English. I have, and then you invent many things. Like if you are meeting that person after 10, 15, or 20 years. So can you imagine how many things you can achieve in 20 or 25 years? You can say, I have gotten married. I have had a baby. I have bought my own house. And I have bought my own car. I have also learned 3 languages. I have uh, I have won the lottery. So you can say many things that you have done. So ask your classmates, like, hey, Stanley, how have you been? How have you been? It's another greeting, and you're using the present perfect. How have you been? How have you been? Oh, I've been great. What about you? Me too. Thanks for asking. And what have you done all this time, Stanley? Oh, well, I have run my own business. I have bought a restaurant that is located in San Salvador. Yes, and I have opened other restaurants around Mexicanos, Soyapango, Santa Tecla, and like that. Yes, I also have invested my money in real estate. Real estate means when you buy houses and then you sell them, or when you make people pay the rent for you just because they live, they are the tenant, and like that. Yes, so that's what you're going to do right now. You're going to work in pairs. So now let's see who left. Well, someone left. So first person is going to be Adolfo with David, Marlon with Omar, and Manuel that will be listening to you. Edwin with Joshua, and Nancy with Roberto and Stanley. Oh, Constantino left. So you're going to enter and ask your classmate, what have you done after this time? Imagine that you saw for the last time your classmate 10 or 20 years ago. So what have you done all this time? Ask your classmates. Enter right now. You can enter, Manuel.
Then you can say, I don't know, I don't know, como lo que hiciste, pero en todo este tiempo que no te he visto.
No, what did you do? No, what did you do? What did you do? No. What have you done? Because you're not going to tell me when.
Lo que podrías estar haciendo o lo que debía. Ah, ya. Okay. And bird in okay. You start. I have traveled. Okay. Okay, I start.
Okay.
I have wait. I don't remember. But all my
Make
my
it up. Make it up. Invent it. Make it up. Invent it.
I have a traveled on at Guatemala, and I have eating yuca in the Antigua Guatemala. It's
What happened, Marlon?
Omar is busy.
He's busy.
Yes.
Did he
I
tell?
am waiting.
Okay, so he's there, I guess. So Omar,
Hi. Come back. Yeah. Thank you for waiting, please.
Okay. We are invent about the situations. For example, how you been, Omar?
How you been? How can I say? I had been very well, but during the week I have done, but I don't know. I don't know how to say, I don't know how to say that I did. But could you give me an example, please?
For example,
just try to remember one thing. It's not the things that you have done this week. It is about the things that you have done for a long time because you have 20 years that you don't see your classmates. 20 years. So what have you done all this time? Oh, I have traveled to another country. I have visited all Europe and Africa. Yes, and like that.
Teacher, teacher, a question. En español lo voy a decir.
Try to tell me in English.
We are talking. We are going to talk about the future.
No, we are not talking about the future. Imagine that the last time, well, you were friends with Marlon when you were in kindergarten. Imagine when you were in kindergarten, when you were in school. So you finished kindergarten or you finished school, and now you see Marlon again. Hey, Marlon, do you remember the last time that we saw each other? It was 20 years ago. What have you done all this time? What? Then,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
he can say, oh, I have traveled around the world. I have bought many houses. I have gotten married. So things that he has done all this time that you haven't seen each other. Yeah?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
No problem.
Omar, what have you done? Omar.
Hi, Marlon. I have done the very things. I want to start with I have traveled to. I have traveled Spain because my mother and my father decided to live in another country. But when I have when I was
someday I have drunk soda on the work, but
Okay.
because it's very hot into the airplane, so I have to drink Coca-Cola.
Okay.
But not always.
Okay, understand.
Yeah.
In my case, too, I had avoided. No, I had. Yes, I haven't. No, I hadn't drunk a lot of coffee too.
Oh yeah, the coffee is
Only
the same.
only one or two a cup or
yeah, cup.
a cup of coffee because
Per day?
before
1 or 2 per day?
per day one cup because later I consume 3 or 6 cup for day.
Wow.
But I have reduced. Yes, because I like a lot of, but I understand is not good for health because damage the I don't know what is the saying, the word riñones. What?
Your kidneys.
My kidneys, and I understand kidneys. I understand is very dangerous for the. How do you say hígado?
Liver.
Neither.
Liver.
Neither.
L-I. Liver.
Liver. Okay.
No, with V. Liver.
Liver.
Like that.
Okay. I
I
understand.
have drunk coffee because I don't like the coffee, but I like the Coca-Cola.
Okay. Me too. But I try to consume a lot of reviews.
It's good.
Yeah, and what about you? Tell me what happened to don't?
Yeah, I haven't played basketball. After that on my how do you say?
Nancy, you are very traveler. You know,
with my
Not really.
with my wife.
I was leaving and then I heard, how do you say, but I was leaving, so I couldn't stop it. Now I'm back. What was it?
Oh, how do you say juventud?
Jaws?
Jobs.
I will send you over here. This one. That's a word.
Jobs. Jobs.
Jaws.
Okay. Jobs.
Good.
On my jobs, I have played basketball a lot basketball. So right now I haven't played basketball for the work.
Prague.
What is that?
Prague is the capital, the capital of Czech Republic.
Oh, Czech Republic. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. I have visited Guatemala, USA, Estados Unidos, Mexico. Only that. Only that.
only me don't go.
I don't believe.
I just have visited Guatemala.
I haven't. I haven't.
Oh my God. I'm disappointed. I need to travel more. Hey teacher, chase me. I don't have experience.
They are talking about all the trips that they have had, and you
Yes,
haven't had
teacher.
anything.
El Salvador.
Inside El Salvador, yes.
Yes.
Why not? Internal tourism.
But ni eso, teacher, ni eso.
Really?
In your dream?
Only your neighborhood.
Only in the Ventra.
You have had a trip from your house to work. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
Tell us more, Nancy. Tell us more.
No, Roberto, about Egypt.
Yes.
Did you visit it? How do you say pyramid?
Pyramids?
Pyramid? No, only.
Who went to Egypt? Roberto.
Yes.
Roberto, tell us. Hey, Roberto, but it's true or is let's imagine.
It's only for the activity.
Hey. Yes.
It's only, how do you say oyente?
Listen.
Listen.
Just listen.
Only what I told you, Stanley. I drink only drink camel milk.
Camel milk.
Have you been to Egypt for real, Roberto?
No, Egypt no.
Oh.
I was
Damn.
Hey, we are practicing the
Understand?
Oh, but
I think that was true.
no, I told you I visited in the live real.
Real life. In real life.
In the real life.
Stanley felt bad because he has never traveled to another country, only from
Roberto told us that he drinks camel milk.
Yes, I drank that.
What do you say?
Huh?
He has drunk?
Yes, drank.
He has
Drank in the
drunk?
past. drunk.
Yes, he told us that.
What
Yes,
did you drink?
Camel,
camel milk.
Camel
camel
milk.
milk.
Camel milk.
Oh, okay. No, but that's not real. I think.
Directly
that
from
is
the
true.
camel teacher.
Okay. Like the kids in Chalatenango.
No, in the USA, teacher.
Did you try it for real in the US, Roberto?
Excuse me?
Did you try it for real when
Try.
you went to the US? Did you try camel milk
Yeah.
when you went to the US?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And what's the taste?
La, I don't. Let me think. It's
It's different from the cow
different
milk.
from the cow. Cow? No.
Cow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some
But
people say that goat milk gives you energy. Goat milk. That they say if you have anemia and you drink goat milk, you'll
What do
get
gold.
you do?
immediately
Yes.
ready. But I don't know if it is real. And I also I have heard, I'm not telling you when,
You taste teacher.
but no, I have
No.
never tried. I have never tried.
And
I
you don't
have
want to
never,
try, teacher.
I wouldn't. I would never do it. I have tried from a cow, but I don't like it. I hate it. For real, I hate it.
Really.
I hate it. I don't like it. The only way that I can drink milk is like when they come in bottles or
Yeah.
in powder, but just like that. But from a cow, originally from a cow,
Oh,
I can't. I throw
Yes.
up. I throw up for real. It's
Some
like
people
some people like tortilla inside the milk. I hate it.
that
Only
I
the
don't
smell.
like that.
Only the smell.
my
Only the
grandpa do
smell. I
that.
hate it.
To the
Yes,
breakfast.
my grandpa do
For
that.
breakfast.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Many people do it. Many people do it. So
I
what?
think that is better. Cow gold milk is better than camel.
yeah, but goat milk, some people say that you get crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if it is real.
Ah.
Some people say that it's good because you get energy. If you have anemia, for example, it will disappear.
Yes.
But other people say that it's bad because you get crazy. That's why they say that you're crazy like a goat.
Yeah.
So I don't know how real it is, but I have heard that.
Ah,
Yes, good, but
yeah.
good experience. Then, um,
Yeah.
at the end of this unit, you will have an activity that I will tell you right now. So, if you have picture about your trips, you need to keep them.
Send me picture.
Okay, guys. Well, I entered to some of your groups and I heard you talking about your experiences. Some of them were good. I heard Roberto that he said that he has been to different countries and we were making fun of that. It was funny. And I will tell you what the presentation for um, next evaluation or the last evaluation is. As you know, you have an oral presentation, and that oral presentation is going to be about your achievements. Yes, achievements. So, what are your achievements? All the things that you have completed or that you have finished in your life. You are not going to tell us when, because if you tell us when, you have to use simple past. So you only tell us what the activity was, what happened to you. Yes. So you will tell us, oh, I have graduated from university. I have studied architecture. I have gotten married and I have had 3 children. I don't know how many children you have. I have traveled to different countries. I have traveled to Italy, Spain, France, England. I have traveled to Egypt, Costa Rica, Panama, Brazil. So you mentioned all those countries that you have visited, if you have visited them. and like that. So I'm just telling you right now for you to prepare that presentation. Why? Because that presentation will be on Monday, but next week. Because you know that we have 3 classes today, and one that we had on Wednesday, and the other one that we're going to have on Monday. So there you have the presentation next Monday. But I need that you start collecting pictures because you have to show me pictures. For example, I have gotten married, and this is one of my achievements, and you show me that picture when you got married. I have had 3 children, and the picture of your 3 kids over there. If you don't want to show real pictures because probably you lost them, I don't know, maybe. So try to get at least one from internet so that you can show us and you can have an idea when you watch that picture over there. Yes. So about your achievements.
Do like Adam Sandler.
What do you say, Roberto?
We have to do like Adam Sandler in the movie.
Like in the movie, exactly. Just with pictures. Good. So start collecting those pictures so that you don't have any excuse next week. So I'm
Okay.
going to share the screen. You say present when you hear your name. Felix asked for permission because he said that he was working. Joshua,
Present.
good. Have you seen Eric? Have you seen Eric? No one? No? Okay. He told me last time that he was working, but he never finished. Adolfo? Is there?
Present.
Nancy?
Present.
Omar?
Present.
David? Well, David here. Francisco Gaitan is not here. Constantino was here, but he left. Stanley?
Present.
Edwin?
Present, teacher.
Manuel? Well, Manuel is there.
Present, teacher.
Good, Manuel. Juan? Juan Ramirez? Well, Juan was there. Lisette is not here. Francisco was here at the beginning, but he left later. And Roberto Zuniga.
Present.
Okay, so that's all for now. I really need that you practice the pronunciation of the ED because you will use them tomorrow. And for the 2 videos that I sent, there you have the pronunciation of irregular verbs in the past participle. Watch that video. Well, either one or the other one because I sent you 2. Watch one of the videos and repeat the pronunciation so that you can use them tomorrow. So thank you for being there. I see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
Good night.